Hey, summer has finally arrived in Alberta. It is 32 above today. In America, and that is hot. Stinking hot. Hot, dry, on the prairies, raining, then thunderstorms, and now it's stinking hot. So we're not in the shed today. We are out on the driveway. You can see the 52 Chevy's gone away to get some work done on it. So I have a lovely driveway to play in. Today is the day for the oil change on the 2002 Harley Davidson Sportster 1200. Pretty simple stuff, but it's your first time. Let's go through it and learn how to do it. Check the tools first. Gather your tools before you start. Pretty simple oil change stuff. You'll need a rag. It's going to be messy. You're going to need a straight blade screwdriver. Maybe a long nose, maybe a snubby. That's all right. We're going to want a lovely oil container holder, used oil, whatever, for my funnel. You'll need a drain pan, of course. A cup of tea would be really nice. Some Yama lube. So we sucked it out of the tar sands. We sent it over to Japan, got it nicely processed, put a sticker on it, sent it back here, and now I'm going to put it in this lovely Milwaukee bike. So I think that'll be fine. A couple of most important pieces you need for tools would be right here. Focus. 74 millimeter, 14 flute oil filter remover for a 3/8 drive. You need to spend a fair amount of money and buy one of those for your Harley Davidson because it is stinking cool to have. Along with that would be the most expensive oil filter you can find. An excellent Fram filter, but of course, if you look on the bike, it's got to be chrome. So of course, when you buy a Fram filter, make sure you get the chrome Fram filter with 14 flutes, 76 millimeter. I mean, imagine you put a orange filter on there. A really nice orange Fram filter. Oh my God. What else? If you are in Canada, make sure you're using at least a 1040. We're going to ride our bikes way down to about 0 Fahrenheit here. Until we hit ice on the road, we keep riding. So we want to have an oil that will work well into the cold seasons. Not that nice sort of light stuff they need to use down in the southern states. Pop your drain pan underneath. Attached to the left muffler mount, underneath here, I'm trying to get it in the light, you can see a hose that's there. That hose is what we're going to detach. Right there's a beautiful view of it. Now we're going to drain the oil out here. Make sure the bike is warm. Oil will flow easier. That's about it. Detach that hose. It's a little hose clamp. Oh, it's even getting clearer. Right to the back, little hose clamp. Undo said hose clamp. Drain said oil out. So you want to get the engine nicely up to operating temperature, somewhere under 100. Sounds great. The oil's warm. First thing you want to do is pull the oil cap after you stop the bike. Then you remove the oil cap. Step number 2, undo the hose clamp on the end of this hose attached to the left rear muffler mount. Got it? Right there. Yep, shorty driver, way better. Grab your short screwdriver and look at that beautiful Alberta Crude pouring out of that bike. Done its job, we'll send it back into the ground and we will put some new Alberta oil in here. Look at that bowl full of Alberta Crude. Dirty, used Alberta sludge. Man, we make the best oil in this province. Once it finishes dripping, pretty simply reattach the hose, slide the pan forward, and we will remove the oil filter. Grab your 76 by 14 Harley Davidson oil filter remover. Slap that onto a 3/8, and everything should be fine. 14 flutes. You know, that's a lot of flutes. Old filter. Drain it, save it. You probably have to take it away for recycling. Clean and wipe down the area. Look for any metal shavings, abnormalities like that in the oil. Then we need to prime the new filter. The big deal with that is that now that we've drained all the oil out of it, once we fill it, it's going to end up all on the bottom. And we need to get some oil to the top end. And we want oil at the top end now, first time we try to start it. So we prime the filter by pouring a reasonable amount of oil inside it. Having chased the teenage boy off the drum kit, and having primed the filter, about 2/3 full, I will place it on the oil filter receptacle, hand tight only. It's going to get tight all on its own. We don't want to break the rubber seal. A little bit of oil around the rubber, around the outside, before you touch it in. Okay, it kind of goes like this. That's the last thing I meant to show you. Lube the rubber gasket with a little bit of oil so that it makes the seal. Look at that thing shine. Brand new Fram chrome oil filter. Excellent. Old one in my town, we'll have to save that and haul that off to the recycling. Same thing with that bucket of Alberta Crude, off to recycling. Next step, fill this thing up. 2.8 quarts. No, 2.8 liters, 3 quarts. About 3 jugs of the stuff. Make sure you stop just before you're done. Check your oil levels. Let the bike warm up a little bit. Check your temperature gauge. Make sure you crack it a few times. Just to let the neighbors know you're doing a Harley oil change. Then stop and check your oil level one last time. And add oil as necessary. It is a gorgeous night in Alberta. It is still 30 above. In America, that's hot, 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 stinking hot. In Alberta, that's rare. We get 2 or 3 days of this a year. We got fresh oil in the bike. The only thing left to do would be to take this out for a 10 o'clock run. So, before it gets too late, I must go check the new Alberta Crude. Thanks. See you later.